Hello everyone, and welcome to Overall Vibing, where I wear overalls and vibe. My name is Zach Medeiros, and welcome to the podcast, episode 2. And I understand I'm wearing a lot of blue, but before we get into that, at the top of the show here, I just need to remind you guys that this episode is sponsored by Anchor.fm, the easiest way to make a podcast. Learn more about them in the description. Alrighty, so we have kind of a short doc today. Not that much, but you did see the title thumbnail. We will be going over those things right now. And it's going to be kind of a shorter episode today just because it's Sunday. We're feeling a little bit tired. We want to take a rest, but the lighting is immaculate. Right now, it's really sunny, and the first episode I recorded, it was nighttime, so then you didn't get more. That's why there's more color in the image right now, because the natural light really is better than the LED light that I use in my bedroom. So this week, right at the top of the show here, I want to go over this. It's my first week back to college, and I have some new classes and all that jazz. New people, new classes, new things. Alrighty, we're in semester 2 now. And my classes right now, I have environmental science, ethics and business, business management, economics, and I had a customer service class, but it dropped. And 3 out of those 4 classes that I currently still have are of teachers that I've already had in the past, and 2 of them are in-person classes, which means I only have classes 2 days a week, which is kind of a bummer, but I come into school because we live within driving distance to the school pretty reasonably. And I drop by and do some work in the study lab there because I just want to change of scenery. I don't have a picture of the corner, but there's a corner in my bedroom where my desk is located. It's kind of a cave over there. It's nice when I want to be alone, but sometimes I want to just get out, do some work, feel the vibes of being in the college. This is going to be my last semester in this college campus, because it's a 2-year college, so I'll be graduating after this semester. Technically, I only need 2 classes, but I decided to take 4. Well, originally 5, because I don't want to be bored, and they're a lot cheaper here than the college I'm going to be transferring to. Alrighty. And of course, you're going to have to stick around to be able to hear what the title is. I have so much random stuff at the top of the show here to talk about. So I've been obsessed with a little off-the-cuff H3 TV. He's just been uploading videos where he just talks to the camera. I want my main channel to eventually come to that, just little off-the-cuff videos and vlogs every once in a while. But it's kind of been a lull over there because the editing takes so long. And I'm so many videos behind. I'm still behind even after all Christmas break, just working hard on those videos. But sometimes I deserve a break, so I'm just going to, But we're still in August on the vlogging channel, so that sucks. We're never this far behind. I don't know why I let it get far behind like that. And we're not going to force this podcast. I'm still debating whether I want to do it bi-weekly or every week. And as evident by this doc that I have here, it doesn't look like I have enough to talk about in the week. So yeah, maybe we might be doing 2 weeks. Guests are supposed to be coming on someday. I'm going to try to get Vicky on here at one point. Might happen near spring break, unfortunately, but hopefully we could get her a little bit earlier because she's pretty cool. Like her energy. It's just easier to hit the hour mark with other people here. And that's why this episode's going to be a little bit shorter today. And I noticed I'm wearing a lot of blue. I don't know if I mentioned that already, but relax. I just like this color. Goes good. This shirt goes good with the sun that's coming through the windows right now. And I was taking some pictures of my eyes because they really show up well in the sun. I don't really have those pictures here available, but believe me, my eyes look black on this camera. They're really dark brown, but in the sun, it really shows up good. My hair is also really dark brown, but on here, it looks practically as black as this microphone pole. But, yeah. I kind of have a sore throat, too. That's why we're going to make a little bit of a shorter episode today. Yeah, but I'm glad you're here. We're here. We're plugging away. We are doing things. We're going to get a highlights channel up soon, so then you guys don't have to watch the whole episode if you don't want to or listen to it. And that will be in the link in the description of these YouTube videos eventually. I'm not going to quote when I'm going to get that out, but we will be having a highlight channel soon, so don't worry about that because it's coming. And then you could just watch like little like 4-minute increments each interesting subject that we go over in this giant doc, which is just a Google Doc with the links and topics all organized kind of, so I can go over whatever I want, skip whatever I don't want to go over. And again, the way I collect these is throughout the week. I go through Twitter and just bookmark things I see, places I go, other things I'm interested into. We're going to be talking about all sorts of random stuff on here. I pulled some of these things from my iPhone Safari, because there's like 30 tabs open over there. And yeah, so we're back to college. That's why the videos are going to get less frequent over on the vlog channel, but that's fine. One thing that my friend Vicky brought to my attention was iPad with Procreate, which is interesting to me. So the next topic is my dream to have an iPad with Procreate and an Apple Pencil, which is super expensive dream, and I can't draw on paper. She can like do art, but I've just been gazing upon Procreate, and it just looks so interesting to me. Like, look at this stuff that they got going on here on their Instagram. I mean, these are drawings. People drew these things with Procreate. It looks so cool. I need like a Procreate tutorial. Let me just take a look here, see if I can find the tutorial I was looking at. Procreate. Yeah, dead air. But what I want to do eventually is, well, they have Procreate courses on Skillshare, but we're not sponsored by them. We're sponsored by Anchor.fm, the easiest way to make a podcast. Okay. I'm just going to mute it, kind of scrub through here. You know how it is. You know how it be. Ooh, that's pretty cool. So Procreate is very common nowadays. I see a lot of people on Twitter taking commissions for Procreate. And like, look at this. They just take the Apple Pencil and they just do it. I don't know if there's some sort of, if they just have that steady of a hand. I also don't know if the Apple Pencil, I would assume it has palm rejection, like when I put the stylus down, I don't want to have to hover over it like a lot of drawing tablets I've seen. I want to be able to just put my hand onto it and it know that I'm touching the pencil or hovering the pencil and not get screwed up by that. I've heard so things about that. This is a pretty new iPad. That's an older iPad. See, it just looks so cool. What is that? Like, how are they doing that? So for you audio listeners, they're using the Apple Pencil and it's making like two colored things, and I'm wondering, how on earth did you do this? This is so sick, dude. Oh my gosh, I gotta watch this. It's just so fascinating. I'm just gonna have to watch that in my spare time. I'm just watching a YouTube video with you guys. But it's just so fascinating to me. I don't know why, and it's too expensive. I have the iPad prices here. It's just too expensive. Why are iPads so expensive? See, the iPad mini looks so sick. It's 8 inches, and it's like the iPhone 13 with the non-rounded corners. The original iPad is only $329, but it only works with the Apple Pencil 1. I kind of want the magnet thing, the Apple Pencil 2, which you would have to get an iPad mini or Air. But this is $600. This is halfway to buying just a MacBook. Oh my god. Please. So, also, the iPad Pro is something I'd want someday. I tried it out in the store. It seems pretty cool with the Magic Keyboard and the one with the trackpad. The Magic Keyboard's like $299. which is expensive, way too expensive for me, honestly. Also, there's no school tomorrow. I don't know if I forgot to tell you that, but it's Martin Luther King Jr. Day. So, yeah, there's no school tomorrow, which is kind of a bummer. That means I missed one of my classes. Yeah. Dang, iPads are so expensive. See, iPad mini they all have, only the original iPad has a lightning connector. It's funny how that one iPad that started it all is like the least spec'd out of all of them. Has a bigger display though. Let's see here. What I don't understand about the mini is it doesn't work with the Magic Keyboard and Smart Keyboard Folio. Only works with Bluetooth keyboards. That's super weird. Apple Pencil second. Yeah, see, none of them. The original iPad is the only one with the lightning connector left, and the only one that works with the first generation. I'm sure the first generation works with all of them, but the first generation doesn't have a magnet. I also have that to show you guys. I have all sorts of things. So, and it's priced decidedly so. Let's see here. Dream it up, jot it down. Let's see here. I just lost my trackpad. Let's go down, see some prices. Find your right Apple Pencil. The second generation has the magnets like slick. Yeah, $129 for the second generation. Only works for the newer iPads. Apple Pencil works with everything, and it has this like lightning connector that comes out of the top of it. And they're really upselling the new one with features, wireless pairing, all that stuff, and then the other one only has like 4. Yeah. See, I don't know. And then they have the iPad prices down here, of course, because you can't just use you can use an Apple Pencil with an iPhone, I think. But why would you ever do that? On the topic of Apple, I just have some Apple things lying around here. On the topic of Apple, I was just recently thinking about the AirPod redesign. So I just have an image over here. I was thinking about the AirPod redesign, and I do not like this. So basically the AirPods now, unlike what they were before versus the Pros, they're just the Pros without the silicone tip and like non-noise cancellating or something. And then the other ones were basically just the Apple headphones but without a wire. And that's what made the charm to me. I love the Apple headphones. But they would always break. There's this piece that holds together the headphone itself, and then it's like this little circle part that comes apart, and then inside is the driver in there that drives the sound into your ear, and that would always come apart, and then that other thing would rip out, the driver, because the glue would eventually fail. But I liked the old headphones. So my favorite phone ever, if you didn't already know, is an iPhone 6. Standard iPhone 6 space gray. I have one right here, in fact. I use it at home just for internet browsing. Technically, they're obsolete. But what they came with is this. This is my favorite thing to come out of that package. This is back when iPhones came with headphones in the package. I don't think they do anymore. Anyways, this is the 3.5 millimeter headphones, obviously, and they had this plastic case, obviously for the environment. Now they included paper in the later models, like my iPhone 8 came with one just wrapped around paper. But it was this plastic case. It had an Apple symbol on the bottom, and it was this cool insert where you can put each headphone in and the controller thing in the middle and then wind it up around the square. And I thought that was a design icon. I absolutely loved that and miss it very, very much. It just was classic. It just worked well. I remember it was in 2018. I was a junior in high school, and I used to do that all the time. I used to unroll them, take them out of the package, use them. Then when I was done, I'd clean them off. Well, sometimes there'd be like a little bit of earwax in there. Then I'd put them back in the case and roll it up very carefully and close it up. But my case actually broke. My the top clear plastic, it snapped in the middle. It's not fully broken. I think I have it somewhere still. But the reason why is because I put it in the bottom pocket of my backpack, and all the weight of like the stuff inside, the textbooks and laptop and stuff, crushed it. I know, I was so careless with it. And there was a top zipper pocket that was empty that I could have put it in, and then I didn't. Why, I don't know. And that was the only iPhone 6 I got new in package. I bought this one used. It's actually cracked. It's actually way worse than it was back when I got it. There's a piece of the screen missing. Usually there's tape, but we're out of desk tape right now. Anyways, that was amazing. I miss it. I miss that. I miss just having that to use it. And so I found this article by Teen Vogue, written in 2021, late 2021 actually. Let's see here. That almost looks like Olivia Rodrigo, but it's not. Let's see. November 16th, 2021. Wired headphones are the new it accessory, and we should have seen it coming. And this is not a phenomenon. I actually think that the wired Apple headphones, specifically, I used to use a 3.5 millimeter with a dongle, even though I had an iPhone 6, just so I can get used to not having it. Because eventually, when I moved up to my 8 in 2020, I didn't have it. But I think the white wires, the white headphones, basically my AirPods right now that I have are the second generation. And basically that with the white wires running down, that is so aesthetic. That's just like Visco Girl, kind of bougie. I think it's timeless. I think that Apple should not have been phasing them out. I think they still sell them, but I think they should come with the phones because they are stylish. I'm not going to disagree with Teen Vogue, but oh my gosh, the 13 best acne products. Okay, Teen Vogue. Let's see here. Wait, what? Wired? All hotties... What is this article? All the hotties wear wired headphones, or so argues the fast-growing Instagram account Wired It Girls. Wired It Girls is a carefully curated grid featuring women of all over the world proudly sporting wired headphones. In some pics, the subjects are looking right at the camera. Others are candid paparazzi shots taken while they are about. Regardless, is making crystal clear. Forget wireless. Retro tech is all the rage. How is having a wire on your headphones retro tech? This is what I just noticed. The pandemic accelerated wireless headphones because in 2019, you used to walk around, see people walking around with wired headphones everywhere. Then all of a sudden, it hit, and then nowadays I see people with AirPods. I never see hardly anyone with wired headphones anymore, even with just Bluetooth headphones. I just see it just is crazy how fast it seemed to go. But I don't think Teen Vogue can call it a retro tech when it's from 2019 when it was popular and they're bringing it back. But it is a design icon. I kind of want to check out their Instagram. Wired It Girls. Let's see here. 6,000 followers. How the heck did Teen Vogue find this? Oh, these are just all... This is not just Apple headphones. It's regular wired headphones too. It's pretty aesthetic though. Can you? Yeah. But wired headphones, like, it's so sick. I don't know what to tell you. It's aesthetic. It's still aesthetic. It's timeless. absolutely timeless. Like, look at this. It's such an aesthetic. I don't actually know what the tiny piece. There was this tiny piece on the Apple wired headphones where, just punch the microphone, where there was this piece that it like held your wires together, but I didn't really understand what it was actually meant for, because I'd kind of just have it unhooked all the time. But they still look good. It's timeless. I'm sorry, it's still timeless. And this account is actually smaller than I imagined, but people were like wearing Walkman headphones everywhere today, and it's like, that's pretty bougie. Is this from this time period? All these people look kind of like now. Anyways, but I still think they're timeless. Apple headphones are a design icon to me. Wired ones, of course, and unlimited battery. AirPods, I only have to charge it once a week, but I still love like the fact that you don't even have to think about it. You can just put it in your bag, take it wherever you go. Unlimited listening until your phone dies, but unlimited listening time, best. Power it by the phone. Like, what? Anyways, we are moving on now to the next story. But first, we're going to take a short break, and we're going to be right back. And we are back. Welcome back. We are from break, and we're going to get into our main stories here today. Alrighty. So one of the main stories is the Date My Daughter billboard. So this involves a mom with cancer buying a Times Square billboard with the text, Date My Daughter. And we have the picture of the billboard here. It's right next to an Olivia Rodrigo billboard. Love that. But, let's see here. 7-time Grammy nominee Olivia Rodrigo right next to the Date My Daughter. And then below it says, I'm Molly's wingman and her mom. And it's wingmanapp.com/Molly. So, obviously advertising for her daughter, that she wants to get her a date, obviously, or someone to accompany her in that sort of sense. And we have an article here explaining the backstory of it. Let's see here if we can get my mouse to move. Alrighty. Right here. Let's see here. A mom with stage 4 cancer puts up Times Square billboard reading Date My Daughter to help her find the perfect match. As you can see, it's a very busy place. It's a huge billboard though. It's like a 10-story billboard that she rented out here. And it's Molly's dating profile is up on the Times Square billboard all January. So if you're in New York, you might be able to come see this at Times Square. I'm not. So Beth Davis has stage 4 cancer but is on the quest to help her daughter Molly find true love. Love that. After signing up on a Wingman dating app, their story caught the attention of CEO Tina Wilson. To help the search, Wilson and Wingman put Molly's dating profile on the Times Square billboard. So she didn't pay for it. The CEO of the company did. Anyway. Alrighty, let's just read this here. A mom fighting nearly 2-decade-long cancer battle is on the mission to help her daughter meet her perfect match. First diagnosed with breast cancer in 2004. It wasn't until June 2020 when the doctors informed her that her illness went to stage 4 and was spreading to parts of her body. And somewhere I read it was going to her bones or something, but don't quote me on that. We're just living life to the fullest. In doing so, she decided to lend a helping hand to her 30-year-old daughter, Molly, by going on an adventure of a lifetime, finding her the one. Here is the two of them in some sort of garden or something. Molly has been my wingman through all this. Beth said of her journey, which started when her daughter was only 14. Dating apps. Sometimes dating profiles, it feels weird bragging about yourself, Molly, who works in medical sales, told Insider. But then, this is the daughter, having someone else tell the story about you is more meaningful. So, let's see here. I've never even heard of this app. We have another one by the New York Post explaining it a little bit better than this did. Let's see here. Date My Daughter. Let's see if we find something. It's spread extensively to her bones. This is where we got it, the New York Post. And here's a clearer version of the thing where it says date my daughter. Obviously, this is a little weird. Like, does her daughter really need that much help getting a date or something? I'm kind of confused. I think this is her daughter, right? Oh, it is her daughter taking a selfie with the Billboard. And what I found interesting about this was I just saw it on Twitter, and all I saw it for because I follow a lot of Olivia Rodrigo stans on Twitter, and the Billboard is right next to the giant Olivia Rodrigo billboard at Times Square. Let's see here. Oh, while they were gawking at NYPD officer stopped, looked at the Billboard, looked at Molly and said, "Hey, that's you up there," and commented on how beautiful her daughter is. Unfortunately, they didn't get his number. Well, he didn't shoot his shot with her, that's for sure, because that's a little bit weird. But I guess it wasn't really her mom buying the Billboard. It was more of the CEO of the company, the dating app company, that decided to do that. Cast a wider net. I want someone who adores me and someone I adore as well. I want someone who adds to my life. If this broadcasts that, it will all be worth it. I'm sure she got a lot of social media attention into this, because this was covered on like NBC, ABC, Fox. It was covered on all sorts of major news sites. In fact, we're reading it right now on a bunch of major news sites. Anyways, so maybe she got something from that. Let's see here. Then why do I have a reason why her mom took out the Billboard if it wasn't her mom who actually took the Billboard? It says takes out Billboard. Was it her mom or was it not? This is all contradictory of the stuff that I'm reading. Okay, I would love to know that Molly has a good life partner, adores her, and puts her first, as I know she will him. I want to see her surrounded by his lovely family that will embrace her and will be the slot into his large circle of friends, and there will be cool adventures. Molly tells CNN, she's 30, that she doesn't mind her mom's efforts. Her ideal companion is someone who makes me laugh and is a good communicator. My mom and dad leaned on each other a lot, and she adds, that's what I'm looking for. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I have a picture of them together if you wanted to see that, but we just saw them together. Here's them literally in front of the Billboard. That's pretty crazy. This is her, and that's Olivia Rodrigo right next to them for some reason. Yeah, so this is them, mom and her. But yeah, I hope she finds love through that. Hopefully she gets treated well, because her mom has it's spread to her bones. So yeah, that's kind of turned into a heartwarming story. I don't know if I explained it that well, but you can go research that yourself. This is kind of an entertainment show, not a factual show. But we try to bring you the facts, but we're not news. We're just doing the best we can with what we got. So pretty much one of the last stories in the doc that we have here, this is a story I want to get into. It's Olivia Rodrigo's breakthrough song, Driver's License, turns 1 on January 8th. It's already January 16th when we're at the time of shooting this video right now. But so it turned a year old. So we have the article here and a post by her. But whether you like it or not, it's been a very influential song. She's been a very influential artist. Let's see here. Rodrigo's breakthrough hit Driver's License was released 1 year ago on January 8th, 2021. Celebrates Driver's License with an anniversary throwback clip. She played it. She played a slightly different version on her Instagram. But let's just read what she had to say here. Alrighty. So this is on Olivia Rodrigo's Instagram. It says, "Happy first birthday to the little song that changed my whole life. I made this video a day or two after I wrote Driver's License in my living room with a very squeaky sustain pedal? Sustain? That must be like well, she's playing the piano, so that must mean something to piano people. Yeah, okay, that just screwed up my rhythm. Let's just look that up. Pedal meaning damper of a piano. Okay. Crazy to think how quickly life changes. Thank you to everyone who has supported me so tenderly. Music is the most magical thing in the world. and then she sung this slightly different version. We are gonna mute it. We're gonna unmute it for like a 1 second.
Got my drive.
Oh, and that's pretty much it. But that's all I can play because copyright. Hopefully that doesn't get me claimed that 1 second. You know, record companies are so brutal. It's brutal out here. Anyways, let's scroll down. I think that's the whole article. I have some more here for you guys. Let's see here. I wanted to go over that there was drama associated with the release of it. Obviously, it was Olivia Rodrigo opened up about speculation over her private life and explained why she changed the lyrics to Blonde and Driver's License. Everyone suspected. So here's what happened. Everyone suspected that the Driver's License song was about Joshua Bassett, her co-star of High School Musical, the series on Disney Plus, which I've never seen or heard of until I heard of her. And supposedly, everyone thought that they were dating, and then they thought that they thought the album was about him and leaving Olivia, emotionally leaving even before they broke up, to Sabrina Carpenter, the girl from Girl Meets World, the blonde girl. And I didn't know any of that. I don't know if any of that's true. There's a lot of articles about it. I don't know if that's all speculation. I don't think it actually happened. I know a lot of Olivia Rodrigo stans on Twitter inform me that it actually did not happen supposedly, but I don't know, Bills. That's the only story I know, guys. But I don't know. I wasn't there. Nobody actually knows, Bills. They weren't there. This is behind closed doors. It's all just speculation based off of loose lyrics and connecting things that you don't actually know if they connected or not. But anyway, and my microphone's been peaking pretty much the whole episode, so hopefully you guys are getting a clear, crisp, tasty, sweet audio of my sweet, delectable voice. Because the camera surely is looking good today, and I'd like it for the audio to also reflect how good it feels to be here today. I don't know what that tangent was, but let's get back to this. Okay. Anyways, Olivia Rodrigo is gearing up to unleash her debut album, Sour. Wow, this was a long time ago. This is May 20th, 2021. Obviously, Driver's License really was the turning point for her. Let's see here. But with success came speculations as fans wondered who Olivia was singing about. As soon as they settled on a likely subject, Olivia's Disney co-star Joshua Bassett. Let's see. There were rumors claimed that the pair dated and then broken up, and then Joshua then pictured out with Sabrina Carpenter, who seemed to fit the description of the lyrics. And you're probably with that blonde girl who you always made me doubt. She's so much older than me. She's everything I'm insecure about. Obviously, Sabrina Carpenter is older than Olivia Rodrigo. She turned 18 last year. Why am I talking so fast? Anyway. Although Olivia went on to explain she thinks drama can sometimes distract from the songwriting itself, she added that she understood people's curiosity and has had similar feelings herself in listening to songs by artists such as Taylor Swift, which we all know that she's a huge fan of Taylor Swift. I'm not that big of a fan of Taylor Swift, but whatever, a lot of people are. But I'm not going to bash on her for doing that. I mean, Taylor Swift is very popular and has been very influential in the pop game and country, I think. There have been some, this is Olivia Rodrigo, quote, there have been some songs where I've gone back and made revisions to make it less specific. Sometimes I think the drama takes away from the songwriting. I understand people's... Oh, we just read that. Lots of the time, people will fill in the blanks with details from their own life. So that's what I think. I think Sour was a way to relate to people. I related to a lot of songs on Sour. There were some songs I didn't like as much, but there was the lyrics all pretty much hit home for me on Sour. Let's see here. And there was a TikTok trend. We can't play the music, obviously, because we're going to get copyright struck. Let's see here. Oh, no. Okay. We can't play that. So basically, the TikTok trend I wasn't aware of last year when it was first released, this is how the song apparently blew up, was it would just, you just saw it. So... it'd be like I know the words, but I don't want to get copyright. And it's like, you said forever, now I drive alone past your street. And then when the song, like the drop, where it's like this, red lights, stop signs. And then they're like, when during that drop in the song, that's when people would be like, so they'd be in their regular clothes, right? Then they drop back, and it'd be like, you said forever, now I drive alone past your street. And then it'd be like, oh wait, am I mixing up lyrics? Anyways, they just drop back and then be like, red lights, and then they'd be in good clothes. So that's basically the whole trend. That was the TikTok trend that's really blew up the song initially. I just heard it on the radio, guys. I didn't know about this trend of like laying back in your bed wearing a fancy dress and having LEDs and being like, ooh, glamour, let's hurt together in depression. Yeah, everyone. So that must have been the trend then. Right at that drop, you just lay back in your bed and be like, I still see your face. Yeah. I'm not a singer, obviously. Let's see here. Let's just take a quick look at how the video looks now. So how many views? So when I initially watched the video, there was 1.5 million views, and now there's 334 million views. What a stark contrast to a little more than a year ago. Really blew up. Yeah. I subscribed to her when she had around she had less than 1 million. She had 900,000 subscribers or something like that. I was right on the edge. So I was in that under 1 million gang of subscribing to her. Let's see here. And she's also she also won some awards at the VMAs, of course. I'm just going to briefly go over this. She won Music Video of the Year, Video Music Award for the Song of the Year, and Video Music Award for Push Performance. Remember when she used to do push performances? But guys, she is on her way to... She has 7 Grammy nominations. And then she has this cake. You did it be 7. I mean, I'd be celebrating too if I had 7 Grammy nominations. That's crazy. And here are the nominations: Record of the Year, Album of the Year, Song of the Year, Best New Artist, Best Pop Vocals Album, Best Pop Solo Performance, and Best Music Video. I think she should win them all because she's just that good, in my opinion. I loved that. She deserves all of that. Okay, let's just read the caption here and then we'll wrap it up. Okay. This is on her Instagram. Woke up early this morning to 7 Grammy nominations. When I was younger, my family lived a few blocks from the Staples Center where the Grammys took place every year. I would always walk outside the arena and look at the plaques on the ground with all the winners' names. In wide-eye wonder, I went to the Grammys Museum so many of my free weekends because I was so fascinated by the history of the show and the incredible musicians that made it up. Many dreams have come true for me this year, and this one is probably the most meaningful. Thank you guys for everyone who believed in me and supported the songs I write, and thank you to Recording Academy for the recognition. I'm beyond humble. Truly a day I will never forget. So basically, she deserves to win all of those things. She deserves to sweep it. Best New Artist, all that other stuff. I'm pretty biased, but I think she should win all of it. But yeah. And the last thing on this document today for the show before we wrap it up is this, if I can find my mouse. So there's an editing style of the winner. Typically in the winter I have like almost a seasonal depression disorder. Seasonal depression. Basically when it gets dark at about 3:30 in the winter, that's when I just am not motivated to do anything after that and just want to go to bed. But that's not the only reason why I say that. But anyways, I'm just trying my best not to get burnt out and stay motivated on the main channel. That's why I try not to overdo it over there and edit too much. But we're so behind. We're still in the first day of school vlog that just got uploaded last week, and it's just a mess over there. But keep supporting Overall Vibing, guys, because I'm gonna try to do this every week or every other week. But thank you so much for sticking around through this adventure. I hope you subscribe on YouTube and Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Google Podcasts, and anywhere else you find your podcasts, because this is an amazing place. Be sure to follow Overall Vibing on social media. This includes Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. They're all linked below. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you, talk to you, hang out with you guys again later. Peace.